This is probably the largest resin piece that I've ever poured and done, and finding a piece of plastic big enough for this project was not easy. This is larger than an extra large pizza. I thought about using my Let's Resin silicone mat because it's 24 inches tall and it's 36 inches wide, but I needed a piece of plastic underneath as a base. I have a lot of plastic, but nothing was big enough. But keep watching to see the perfect solution that I found. Although my upcoming house guests will have to sacrifice a little bit of privacy in the shower. For today's project, I am using Let's Resin Fast Cure Resin, which is dry to the touch in about 6 to 8 hours, sometimes a little sooner. I am using the Let's Resin Mini Resin Mixer, which is a awesome hands-free way to mix your resin. I'm mixing up 200 milliliters of resin at first, and if I need more, I can always mix more. And I do want to say that I am not using a mask or a respirator, but I have excellent ventilation in my work studio. It is not necessary to wear a respirator. If you want to wear a respirator, by all means, do your research and do what's best for you. All right, don't laugh, but I literally just took the shower curtain down out of my guest bathroom. And look what I found on it. These gigantic little glass cabochons. Cabochon. What an amazing find. Okay, so now I have to get a new shower curtain, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm kind of in a tizzy right now. I apologize, but I just am. Because I need to get this thing measured. This is 24 inches, so right here is my center. Because I need to make sure that I don't make it, too big this way. So there's my center. I need it about right here. And then about right here. All right. You know what is really, really pretty is alcohol inks. It is super, super pretty. So that's what I'm going to do because I want to make it easy. And even though I'm using the mixer, this is nice and thick. I am going to stir it with a popsicle stick just to make sure that I have the sides scraped really well and the bottom scraped really well. This is a thick resin, so I really like it. And it sets really fast, it sets really clear. All right, so this is ready. Now, for the edges, I have this safety glass that I'm going to kind of make a rough circle. I know it's not going to be exact. Okay, so this safety glass is just something that I probably found on the side of the road. I do not remember. I probably did find it on the side of the road or a yard sale. But I've mixed it. I broke the windshield, so it's windshield glass. It's not sharp. And so this is going to be the edge or the bottom of my Christmas tree. Let's get it as close to that edge as I can. And I'm trying to work fast because, oh gosh, my resin's going to set up. That's too much. All right, let's get my tape measure again. Let's see what I have. All right, I am way off on this end. Look at that. I'm sorry, should have drawn a circle with a Sharpie, maybe. All right. I think I got it pretty good this time. Pretty close. It's pretty close. I probably should have just drawn a circle. That is going to be a great big tree. Made a rhyme. Yeah. I could probably bump this one out a little bit more. Okay. Okay. That is going to be close enough. I don't know if y'all can see that whole circle, but it's pretty big. And so now we'll sapphire blue, alcohol ink, the Blanco Blanco. Now the sapphire blue and the Blanco Blanco are from Pinata. My gold is from Pixis, and this opal is also from Pinata. Yeah. And so it's going to be a mix of blue, all of these. And I have an aqua in here somewhere. Right here. I'm not following any kind of pattern at all when I'm applying this alcohol ink. It's really, really random. It's more about coverage than technique, honestly. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I do not think I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna have to make some more. So back to the mixer. I kind of figured I wasn't going to have enough. I even tried my heat gun just to try to spread it a little bit, but that did not work. So I just mixed up another 200 milliliters and used that around the edges. And by this point, the alcohol ink was a little bit dried out, but pouring the resin on top of the ink kind of reactivated a little bit. And I probably could have spread a little bit of or sprinkled some isopropyl alcohol on top of the alcohol ink just to reactivate it, but it worked out fine. I'm not worried about it. this resin is self-leveling, and if I had just been a little bit patient, it probably would have been fine. But because this is a fast cure, I think that it would have started to get too thick and start to cure too quickly before it leveled out to blend into the corners and really blend into the glass. So I'm taking just a silicone spatula that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm using it to spread the resin around evenly around the circle, because I really want it to kind of seep into the glass a little bit. I know that the resin is not going to cover all of the glass, but I do want some of the glass to kind of get incorporated into the resin, because you have to remember, this is the base of the tree. And I've never done a piece this big, so I'm really not quite sure what to expect. I probably could have left the resin alone and it would have been just fine. But it is a little bit of trial and error. So if you've never tried a technique, you're always going to have kind of that learning curve until you really figure out the best technique that works, that works for you. Using my hand actually was a little bit better than using the spatula. I was able to really feel where the low areas were and the high areas were, and what areas needed a little bit more resin. So this was perfect. It was messy, but it was perfect. So see, I can kind of push it where I need it to go, making sure that I get some of the glass in there into the resin. And so this worked out a little bit better for me. But yeah, I'm glad I'm wearing gloves here. Could you imagine doing this with bare hands? How messy that would be? No, don't think so. It was really, really squishy. Yeah, the silicone spatula really worked well to push the glass from the outside edge into the resin a little bit. I would not, now that I don't have my gloves on, I would not have used my hands, because there is a little bit of resin down onto the mat, so I didn't want to get my hands all squishy and messy. Although I do get them squishy and messy later on. You'll just have to watch the video and just see how messy it really did get. I gotta be patient. I gotta be patient. And y'all know that I'm not patient, but I've got to be patient with this one. Just spritz with alcohol just to pop any bubbles. And I really want to get some more white on the top of this. I don't know if what this will do. I'm not squeezing my bottle. I'm just shaking it out, the white. And this is giving me little dots. I mean, it's not bad. I think this is kind of cute. I want to get some aqua in there. All right, I'm just gonna let this sit for. I'm gonna come back in 2 hours and check on it. Um, and see if it's ready for me to drape. Oh my God, this is gonna be amazing, I think. Oh, Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But look at that. Look how amazing that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta stop and get a glass of wine and just trust the process on this. You know, I'm always saying that. Trust the process. All right, while I'm waiting for my resin to cure, I want to show you something that I have found. But I saw it on another YouTuber's channel, and it's called Shaper Sheet. Shaper Sheet, and it's used for dioramas, arts and crafts, school projects, blah blah blah. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It's like really thick aluminum foil, and you can shape it. So you can shape it, you can use it over and over and over again. So I'm going to use this to kind of control my folds in my Christmas tree. I really do think it'll work. I'm going to use my propane bottle with a solo cup on the top because I need a kind of a flat top for my tree. And then I may not need the cup though. Yeah, I kind of need the cup. So I folded it in accordion style, and I think I need 4 pieces. But I got it on Amazon. If this will work, this is going to be a game changer for me. So this is kind of how I have it shaped, and I have to be careful not to get it in my resin. And I think I could just tape it right there. Let me go get some tape. I do want you to see this process as a learning opportunity because not every experiment works out perfectly, but the more you experiment, the more you are successful at finding a solution that fits your needs. And unfortunately, using this shaper sheet for the Christmas tree didn't work out like I thought, but I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep working with it, and I will find a way to make this work. When I'm making a resin Christmas tree, I really struggle with keeping the folds straight and keeping the folds from just kind of folding onto each other and sticking together. But just stay tuned. It really ends up working out. To see if it's ready, I just have a little pick here, and I'm going to touch it and see how it's staying up, and it's not collapsing on itself. So it is definitely ready. I'm very nervous, but it's just gonna be what it is. Just gonna be what it is. This is the side that I'm a little bit worried about, but I mean, it's not sticking to the plastic like there. Well, it is there. And I think it's going to be fine. Oh my God. Help. I don't know if I can get this up. I have made a mess with all these beads. I don't know how to get it up under. Can y'all see this? This thing is so big. I don't know how to get it up without making a mess. So I'm going to scoop it like a pizza pan. Like a pizza, what you call it? Pizza, pizza paddle. And the glass is going to go everywhere. Okay, this works. Okay. So approximately in the center. The glass is going everywhere. I do not, that's too, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, oh my God. I even need that. Did not need the cup. I'm just gonna rebuild this real quick. I don't even think I need these. I know this looks like a hot mess and it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, but actually I don't, because this is the first time I'm using the shaper sheets. Now I could show you the clean, pretty edited video and edit out all the, the boo-boos and the bloopers, but that's not really fair to you, because you need to see the good with the bad and you need to see the mistakes, because not every project is perfect. Okay, let's try it again. I do not like the look of this one because the cup just makes the top too flat. It doesn't look like a Christmas tree. It just looks like a frozen ghost, a blue frozen ghost. I know I need to be wearing gloves, but I honestly did not think the resin would be that sticky. I'm still trying to use the shaper sheets to kind of hold the folds out, but doesn't really work all that well. I just needed to really spend some time with this material and just figure out how I can use the shaper sheet in this project. Okay. Looks good there. Still need that a little bit more folded. Just like that. I think that's gonna be fine. I know it's frustrating and it takes patience, which I don't have, but it just takes a little bit of time. Go slow, be patient, and just do one little area at a time until you get it right, and then just move on to the next area. I like that side. And then this side looks really good. Oh, well, these didn't work like I thought. And I'm just going to have to play around with it. Like, this will be really, really great when I go to make a resin wave. But for this, it just, I don't know, it was just too clunky. But I also think it's because I got I let it sit just the right amount of time. The folds are perfect, the resin's not dripping, and this is going to be great. So I didn't need the shaper sheets. This is going to be gorgeous. This is going to be gorgeous. What do you think about that? The resin is still really sticky, so that should stick. That's my last spiny starfish. Oh, it's a little, it's not far enough. I think I have it a little uneven. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? I might just have to come back and put it on with some UV resin tomorrow. All right, I have decided to move it off of my propane bottle and put it onto my what do you call this, lighthouse, because I want the top to be a little bit more pointed. So I don't know if I'm gonna ruin it or not, but I'm gonna probably, oh God, I hope I don't ruin it. I don't think I am. I'm just gonna have to work really, really fast and then rearrange the folds that I had perfect. It'll be fine. See, I told you. I know it looks like I made a huge mistake and I went back to square one. In a sense, I kind of did, but I just went back to the basics, took my time, took a deep breath, and just went from one side to the next. Got one side folded the way I wanted it and got it looking the way I wanted it, and then just moved around the tree until I was perfectly happy. I had to manhandle it a little bit. Yes, okay. It's okay. It is okay. I 100% should be wearing gloves right now, but I just didn't think to stop and put gloves on, honestly. I was just wanting to get this done. I am not advocating for touching resin without gloves, okay? Okay. I was just wanting to get this done. It was starting to frustrate me a little bit. It was taking try after try, and I just wanted to get this done. Baby wipes and alcohol take it right off. And I honestly didn't have as much resin on my hands as it looks. The resin cured overnight, and I was able to pop the plastic right off with no issues. I did lose a little bit of glass, but I kind of knew I was going to lose a little bit of the glass at least, because I added so much of the glass around the edges. But look how easy the plastic pops off. The using a thicker plastic, I think, is the key to these. I'm going to use the J. Diction UV resin and my Let's Resin curing lamp to attach the star on top of the tree. It didn't take very much time or resin at all, and it secured it. It was not going anywhere. There it is in my booth. Isn't she pretty? Look at that. I love it. It probably would have sold yesterday if I'd had it, but of course I didn't. And so I put my Snowflake glasses next to it because I think it's just absolutely perfect. I'm kind of thinking about adding a second riser to this shelf, or just adding like another tier behind it. So like a two-step shelf. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't want a shelf up on this level because I think it would be too tall, but maybe just a little riser underneath some of the cups in the back. I think that would be perfect. But anyway, so here she is. I think she's perfect. Very elegant. Maybe a little too much glass on the bottom. But, oh, maybe I should put those next to it. I don't know. Good morning. Anyway, there she is. I think she's gorgeous.